Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So we are dealing with inclusive growth and issues arising from it, which plays a major role in GS3 mains of UPSC Civil Service Examination. So in this lecture, we'll be dealing with only two topics, that is inclusive growth and 12th 5-year plan and India at 75 by Niti Aayog and inclusive growth. So it might look like quite an outdated topic, to be honest, but still you can expect to take some examples, some keywords from this topic for applying to the current answers if in case they are asked. So let's start with it. Inclusive growth and 12th 5-year plan. See, the government of India's 12th 5-year plan was the country's last 5-year plan, after which the planning commission was Niti Aayog took place in was replaced by planning commission was replaced by Niti Aayog. So the government of India's 12th 5-year plan was set to reach a growth rate of 9%, but NDC, that is National Development Council, accepted an 8% growth for 12th plan on December 27, 2012. See, during the 12th 5-year plan, the government aimed at reducing the poverty by 10% and also intended to improve the nation's infrastructure project while preventing bottlenecks of any kind. See, when you look at the objectives in particular, like economic growth, poverty, employment, education, health, infrastructure, environment and sustainability, see, it covers a various sectors. Like it brings in, it covers an inclusive growth of all the topics. Like it's not like focused on particularly one sector like agriculture or industry in the first uh, 3, 4, 5-year plans. No, it's inclusive and covers all the topics, all the main areas for better inclusive growth. Now let us look into some of the objectives in particular for in the 12th 5-year plan. So economic growth. See, the real GDP is growing at an annual rate of 8%. Every state was asked must achieve a faster rate of growth that was better than the 11th 5-year plan. That was something economic growth plan. Poverty and employment. See, poverty rate was targeted to be reduced by 10% compared to the end of the 12th plan. And in the non-farm sector, there were some 5 million new job openings and skill certification that was planned. Education, the average number of years spent in school will rise to 7. Higher education, 20 lakh seats were available for each group, and with taking into health, increasing the child sex ratio to 950 and also lowering the infant mortality rate to 25 and MMR to 1 and reducing the TFR to 2.1. Infrastructure, see, all communities having electricity, all weather roads connecting villages, national and state highways having minimum of at least 2 lanes, dedicated freight corridors on both east and west coast, tele density in rural areas to be reached by 70%. Next one is environment and sustainability. Every year, increase in green cover by 1 million hectares over a 5-year period. 30,000 megawatts of renewable energy will to be generated. See, I just read down certain objectives of the 12th 5-year plan. See, it shows that it does not focus only on agriculture, only on industry, only on poverty, only on environment. No, it focuses on all the areas for a betterment of a country. See, that is something inclusive growth brings in. See, when you focus on all the areas, it eventually brings in a better growth. Like The slogan says, or 12th 5-year plan slogan says, faster, sustainable and more inclusive growth. That is the slogan, and it is something which must be uh, taken for the betterment. Moving on to the next, India at 75 by Niti Aayog on inclusive growth. See, they set out certain points. Niti Aayog set out certain points. Like New India, like what is that New India? You might ask me. Like Niti Aayog strategy for New India at 75 is an effort to integrate the innovation, technology, enterprise, effective management at the center of policy formulation and execution. Like, to be honest, during the planning commission, it was top-down approach, but Niti Aayog changed it from to bottom-up approach. That is, the changes begin from bottom level to the higher level. But whereas in planning commission, it was planned it at the higher level and were asked to change at the lower levels. Next one is policy course. It will promote and solicit comments for adjusting our policy. See, uh, not all the policies fit for entire India. Some things something will have to be different for each thing. So eventually, debate can take place, and policies can be adjusted depending for the states. Jan Andolan. See, when a policy is to be implemented, it cannot, without the involvement of the general public, economic transformation in our society, in our opinion, cannot occur. So the Jan Andolan record must be really adopted. We have to take their opinion, we have to take the opinion of the general people, general public. Only then it is possible to get it a better reach. Now, the vision, the plan, a quick, clean, consistent, structured growth that is inclusive, reaching 9 to 10% by 22-23. See, achieving that inclusive growth is quite difficult, and 9 to 10% is something very, very high rate of inclusive growth, which requires a huge, which is a huge growth. Considering the India situation. See, using the technology to promote inclusive, sustainable and participatory development, like, yes. Ensuring that urban poor and slum inhabitants, especially new migrants, can access city services via inclusive development, like it has been brought in recent days, as we see. Like everything was made online, and it was easy to access for people, rather than going to office, meeting so many people, getting science. No, it was brought online, like, so that people can get access the city services via inclusive development, to increase accessibility to higher education for the most vulnerable communities. Yes, this also has happened in the recent past. Like many communities have started to send their, many vulnerable communities have started to improve their socio-economic status, and education has been given to them for the betterment of their life. To provide close to the public high quality ambulatory services for a comprehensive package of diagnostic, curative, rehabilitative and palliative care. See, health is another one of the most important factor. See, in India in particular, like curative, diagnostic, rehabilitative, palliative care, these all are very, very important. Like, it is not given to many people. Many people suffer from that type of care. So, when we provide that close to the public, high quality services at a quite low cost for all the people, so it eventually benefits our economic growth, and eventually our life expectancy increases. And finally, to develop a broad-based policy framework with citizens at its core. See, it's nothing but a country, be it anything, a particularly democratic country. So you should all know that a democratic country in particular, citizens play a vital role. Like, you should consider the citizens beforehand, taking into a policy. I mean, passing a policy or deciding a policy or formulating the policy. So because they are the people who are going to get impacted much, or get impacted higher rate, or get affected because of your policy. So the citizens must be taken into consideration before working into the policy. So that's it for today's lecture, guys. Like, we dealt with Niti Ayoga 75 along with the inclusive growth and 12th 5-year plan and inclusive growth. So hope you guys understood today's topic and video. We will resume with this unit in the next lecture. So do watch the video, like, share and subscribe the channel, and thank you.